Hi guys, UK Mike here. Welcome to the show. In the grim darkness of the far future, there can be only... Wait a minute, that's not right, because tonight we're out with the Space Marines and in with the steam power. The Dorklords are here with their armies, 11 points, our first Warmachine Battle Report. We're going to find out if the undead legions of Cricks can crack the iron hearts of the Rhulic mercenaries. Start your engines, cue the music.
Hey everyone, Ryan here to call the action in our first Warmachine show. Tonight we're going to see if Jake's Crix has enough tricks to take down Justyn's tough Rhulic mercenaries. We're keeping things simple for our first Warmachine Bat Rep, so this is 11 points of Slay the Warcaster. First for the Mercs is this Gun Bunny in hot pink. Next up, another Gun Bunny, this time in yellow. Both of these are light jacks. Then next, we have the only heavy jack in this battle group, the mighty Gordson Driller. Lastly, another Gun Bunny making 3 lights and 1 heavy jack in total. That's an 11-point classic battle box for the Rhulics. Let's check out their caster, Gorton Runback. This tough dwarf has 5 focus, his hand cannon, and a couple of melee weapons. Gorton's feat is called Landslide. Once activated, enemy models in Gorton's control area are pushed up to 8 inches towards a chosen table edge. For 1 round, affected models then suffer -3 speed, rat, and defense and cannot give or receive orders. First up for the Cricks is this, a Defiler Light Bonejack with Arc Node and Sludge Cannon. We then have the Ripjaw Bonejack with an armor-piercing bone saw. Last but not least, the Reaper Helljack. This guy has tusks, a harpoon, and the deadly Helldriver. That's 11 points of Jake's Crix. Pirate Queen Scar will be leading the army. She comes with 6 focus and 2 melee weapons. Most dangerous of all, of course, is her Great Rack. A lot of enemies have been knocked down by those things. Scar's feat is called Blood Magic. She immediately takes 5 points of damage, but then all friendly units in her control zone get their strength and armor buffed by 5 as well. It's a great offensive ability. So those are our Warcasters, so let's get this show on the road. So let's take a look at the battlefield. The Rhulics have spread out with Gun Bunnies on the flanks. Meanwhile, across the table, the Cricks have deployed in a tightly packed group. Let's get things started in Rhulic Merc's turn 1. Justyn gathers his 5 focus and passes 1 to each of these Gun Bunnies, 2 to Gorton, and 1 to his Driller. Both Gun Bunnies activate now. Starting with the pink one, they spend their focus to run a massive 10 inches toward the right side of the forest. Next, the Gordson Driller spends its focus to run to the edge of the forest, gaining itself cover. With the jacks rolling out, Gorton gets going by casting Solid Ground for 2 focus. This spell renders his battle group immune to knockdown and blast damage. That's a very nice defensive move. Next, Gorton moves up with his battle line. No sign of fear in the Mercs then as they steam towards the center of the battlefield. This is Cryx turn 1. Jake gathers his 6 focus and slings one on each of the Bonejacks. He also adds 1 focus to the Reaper before camping 3 focus on Scar. Activation starts with a massive 14-inch run from the Ripjaw. A crazy move there, heading for the enemy lines. It is swiftly followed by the Defiler, both jacks heading straight for the Mercs. The Defiler then opens with its sludge cannon, an 8-inch spray, but it is just out of range. The Reaper activates now and runs up alongside the Bone Jacks. Scar then decides to move, keeping those jacks in her control area. She stalks up the field behind her battle group. The Pirate Queen has an immediate impact, casting Backlash through her Arc Node onto the Gordson Driller. Jake needs a 5 or better to hit, and gets a 7. The Backlash effect is applied now. Every time the Driller takes damage, Gorton Grunback will also lose 1 hit point. This could be crucial. The opening blows have been struck then as Scar's battle group tears into the Rhulic lines. Anything can happen. Let's get on to Rhulic Mercenary's turn 2. Upkeep from Gorton on solid ground leaves him with 4 focus. Justyn puts focus on his left flank Gun Bunny first, 2 on Gorton in the center behind the Driller, and his last point on the Gun Bunny heading down the right. Rhulic activation begins with a daring move from this Gun Bunny. It spends a focus to boost its attack and damage against the Ripjaw. It manages to hit. Rolling for damage, and dice -2 means 14 damage to box 5. Big hit from the Gun Bunny, damaging the Ripjaw's head. Slowed by this forest, the Gordson spends its focus to rumble forward 2 inches. Another Gun Bunny attacks. It activates and guns for the Ripjaw. But sadly, it misses. The Pink Jack now activates and somehow manages to get line of sight on the Pirate Queen herself. This could be crucial. It's a boosted shot with a solid slug up against defense 15. That's another miss. The Cricks can celebrate. Now Gorton steps up and prepares to use his dual cannon on the Ripjaw, spending focus to boost. If he hits, he gets +4 to his damage roll. He needs a 10, but misses again. With the first turn over, it's time to go tactical. The Cricks have struck directly upfield using their Arc Node to great effect, applying corrosion to the Driller. Meanwhile, the Merc's Gun Bunny flank maneuver almost paid off with a shot on the Ripjaw. The other Gun Bunny had his shot on Scar. Unfortunately, it missed. Back to the action in Cryx turn 2. Maintenance first, with upkeep on the Backlash. He puts 3 focus on his Reaper Helljack, and the other 2 on the Ripjaw. The Defiler moves up first and sprays its 8-inch sludge cannon at the Merc Heavy. Rat 5 against defense 9, needing 4, and that's a hit. Corrosion is on the Driller, rolling for damage now, but nothing gets through. Then out of nowhere, in comes Scar with her feet. Blood magic goes off. This could be big. She takes 5 points of damage, but buffs to damage all friendly units in her command range. The Ripjaw moves up and uses its armor-piercing attack. It boosts and scores a hit. It spends its last focus to boost the damage. That's a massive 17 damage to box 4. And then Backlash takes effect. That's 1 life off Gorton as well. In storms the Reaper. And he does have reach. The Rhulic caster is in trouble. He has reach on Gorton. He needs a 6 to hit, and gets it. Gorton is armor 20, so he needs dice -3. Jake boosts the damage. This Crix Helljack has the power to crush the Merc caster in 1 shot. Oh, Snake Eyes from Cricks saves Gorton there. Next, the Reaper uses his Hell Driver. The Crix Jack hits easily and then decides to spend a focus to boost the damage. 10 points of damage. Gorton is getting hammered now. The Helljack spends its last point of focus to buy an attack. It's a continuous attack, so that's an automatic hit. Dice +1 needed, and that's 4 more damage to Gorton. The Mercs are on the ropes now. Let's see if they can pull it back. Upkeep phase then, and before anything, let's see if the effects of corrosion continue on 1 box Gorton Grunback. And the corrosion continues. That's a point of damage on the Gordson Driller. And with Backlash, the Rhulic caster loses his last life box. And Gorton is down. At the end of the game, the Cricks have ripped the heart out of the Rhulic mercenaries. Gorton Grunback has fallen in battle, and Pirates Queen Scar's Great Rack has triumphed once more. Thank you very much, guys, for watching our very first Warmachine Battle Report. As you can see, there's no love lost between the dorks.